Greetings, my friends, and welcome to Covering Wood Beads with Polymer Clay. You know, I've made a lot of beads. If you've been watching me, you know beads are the thing I always fall back on. And I've made them so many different ways. But the one thing I don't like is making bead cores. I don't really like taking scrap clay, making beads out of it, and baking them and fooling around with it. So I started using wood beads a lot. And I've made a little template, and I've got my little chopstick, and I've kind of got my method worked out, and I want to show it to you. This is the template. I'm using it today on just a sheet of cane slices that I put translucent cane slices over white, and you'll see that the beads that I have in my kit fit this template. And so what I did is I made 5 different sizes. The kit has 4 sizes of beads. I made that ½ inch in the middle there in case anybody wanted to use something they had on hand. They're very common. But I think you'll really like these beads. They have uniform holes, they're easier to string, and a lot of the ones I was finding out in the world were wildly different in quality and in hole size. So I've got these for you, and what I do is I put them on my chopstick with a really tight fit. You can slide it down there tight because it's tapered, and that's been really helping me. I've been using that for so many things. And put your 2 slices, in this case it's a round one, the other ones, the oval ones, are just 1 slice. If you take it off your chopstick after you've got the, the sticky part covered up, so you don't get your hands all sticky, and then you just settle the circles down onto there. You can get a really nice effect with that. It's a much easier method than I've tried before. And that could be cane, that can be makume gane, that could have been any beautiful slab that you made. It could even just be a nice blended, material, just some kind of a swirl. But it all looks pretty. When you get it settled down, it takes a few minutes, cut around the hole. Make it a little bit bigger opening than you would think, because that clay stretches out a little bit, softens and stretches as we, work with it. And if you cut the hole back a little bit farther than you think you should, then you'll be able to pull that right up to the edge. You don't want to wrap it down into the bead though, because it causes air pockets. So you're going to see that when you work with it, why we do it that way, and I do recommend it. I tried some of these with grommets, some without. You can do it either way. Once they're baked for 30 minutes at 275 in this case, for Primo clay, I coat them with Deep Shine. And Deep Shine is my own formula. It's the only one of its kind, and it's a UV resin that you can brush on to curved surfaces. Still get that shine that you want from UV resin. Now this deck I made, I pulled the curing deck out of my light because I like to be able to lift it up and look in it, when I want to. So I just happen to have a lot of plexiglass laying around. I had some that width, and I put the sticker that's on the curing deck, the reflective sticker, I just stuck it on that piece of plexiglass. And you could do that with anything that width, a piece of wood or a piece of cardboard even. Anyway, so I'm going to put my Deep Shine on. I'm using a nice soft brush. This is a little oval brush that I get from time to time. I used to supply brushes with this product, but during COVID, the supply chain got a little bit crazy for quite a while, and kind of still is. So sometimes I could get them, sometimes I couldn't get them. I finally had to just leave them out for a while. But I do recommend the e.l.f. Oval Foundation Brush by e.l.f., E-L-F, and it's over at Walmart. And then at Dollar General, if you have that in your town, there's the one called Beauty Secrets, and it's an oval brush, and it's only $1. And it's those same kind of synthetic bristles I think you'll really like, and it really lends itself to this kind of project. And also I have the Goldilocks brushes in my store, and for smaller beads I think those work out really well. But whatever brush you use, I would go for something soft and synthetic, and then instead of cleaning it, I put it back in its foil. So I'm going to put that in the light, and I'll put it in there for about 6 minutes probably. And then I'm going to put that brush just back in its little foil packet, and that keeps the light off of it, and that way you don't have to put solvents on it or anything. It just stays kind of sticky, but it works well. Once that's done, I can take my beads and make all kinds of stuff with them. You see those raw beads? You can use Bacon Bond to apply cane to those. You can paint your beads like those white ones. And then this little square one and a few of those other ones I put over white clay. So for translucent, see that those little translucent ones are over just translucent clay. But you can get a lot of different effects with these wood beads by the painting and by doing them certain ways. That's the finished product this time, but I've got lots more to show you. I can't wait to show you how to silk screen some blends and get some beautiful beads out of that with your template and your wooden cores. So come see us at tinypandora.com and come over Saturdays on Facebook. I craft